Page 29, Chimes. This is what they call a challenge piece. At the end of the chapter, see how you're doing? Let's talk about this challenge piece. On page 28 is another review. If you have any questions, you're welcome to ask. I have various ways of where you can ask. If you have a YouTube account, you can comment down below and ask your question. If you don't, you have a Twitter account. My Twitter address or whatever, handle, whatever they call it, is in the description. You can tweet me a question. The email associated to this account is also in the description. You can email me a question. I don't care how, it's up to you on how you get the question if you have one. Again, the answers to the reviews are in the back of the book too. Let's talk chimes. I have a couple new things here. At the top of the page, they have a new time signature, 3/4, because up until now it's been 4/4 all the way through. Well, if you understand the numbers, it doesn't matter what they are. The top number tells you how many beats are in measure or how far you got to count. Well, in 3/4, we only have to count to 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The bottom number tells you what you're counting. It's still quarter notes. So there's the same as 3 quarter notes in every measure. That's all. And then at the bottom of the page, they introduce you to the damper pedal. Now, I'll talk about the damper pedal a little later. That's another thing I add in my steps to learn a piece of music. The pedaling is another thing, and I always do pedaling last. So we do everything else first. Learn a piece of music without the pedal first, please. So you know the fingers are doing everything they're supposed to do, because the pedal can cover stuff up. And we don't want to get, that's a bad habit. So let's talk chimes. 3 lines long, treble and bass clef, 3/4 time signature. We got quarter notes, dotted half notes, tied notes. We can handle all that, I hope. Since a dotted half note is the same as 3 quarter notes, it's handy in 3/4 time because it's the whole measure, because 3 counts. To shorten the video up a little bit, I'm going to kind of take both hands at the same time, but we'll talk about it. So the right hand is 3rd finger on E, that puts you here. And the left hand, when it comes in, is thumb here. That puts you over here. Still in C position. And the quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's it. That's about as complicated as it gets till you get to the last line and you have chords in both hands. In the left hand, it's a C and a G. In the right hand, it's a C and an E. That's 3 counts. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Try and get all 4 notes down at the same time if you can. And then the last one is tied, so you can hold that down for 6 counts. And once you have the notes and the rhythms, and you're not needing to look at the keyboard now, you can play it without looking at the keyboard. Then we'll add the articulation, and that's the phrasing, or the slurs. And here is sort of the both thing. It's a short sentence, but it's a sentence. So lift up, well, you have to lift up, it's a repeated note. So lift up, lift up. So lift up before and after each of these lines, these slur lines or phrase lines, yeah. Then once you have articulation, then we add the dynamics. Well, MF at the beginning is moderately loud, mezzo forte, whatever you think that is, and it's both hands here. It's moderately loud, whatever you think moderately loud is. So through until you get to the last line. Now you get different ones in different measures. The first one is F. Forte is loud. That's a little louder than you were at the beginning. And then you come down a little bit to moderately loud, like you were at the beginning. And then you come down to moderately soft, mezzo piano, sort of soft. So each one of these is getting a little softer here. And now finally, since I got all that passed, now I can add the damper pedal. All right, let's talk damper pedal. There are different symbols in music used by different publishers to indicate damper pedal, and it's evolved over time. So if you're reading music from 100 years ago, notations for the damper pedal was probably something else. But you can usually figure them out. I like what they're doing in this book. This is the most accurate, although none of them are accurate. That's where a teacher comes in. You really need a teacher to help you with the damper pedal. The idea is, and they show the symbol at the very bottom of the page, there's a line going down and then a line going across and then a line going up. In theory, you push the pedal down when you get to the line going down, and you hold it down for as long as the line goes across, and then you lift it when the line goes up. In theory. In reality, those lines going down and up are not in the right places. They're not accurate. That's where a teacher, you got to learn where to push the pedal down and when to lift it up. That's where a teacher comes in, and I'll cover that in these lessons. There's different styles of pedaling. We need to cover these, but we'll just do it a little at a time. We'll get there. At the last line, you see the pedal is marked there. It's the only time we're going to use it. So in this piece, because it's loud at the beginning of the line, I'm going to push the notes down and the pedal down at the same time. So here it's there. We'll push them down at the same time. Then you're going to hold the pedal down all the way to the end, and at the end, the pedal and the hands are down. Then you lift the pedal and the hands at the same time at the end. So in this piece, the pedal is going down with the hands and up with the hands. Okay, it won't always be that way, but it's this way. Now, because we're going to use pedal at the end or anywhere, you put your foot on the pedal at the beginning of it and you leave it there. Don't be putting your foot on the pedal and taking it off and putting it, no dancing here. Put your foot on the pedal and you leave it there for the whole piece. How fast you go is up to you because there's no speed marked here, so it's whatever. Let's play it together slowly and double check that you have all the right notes and rhythms and all. I'm not going to do any dynamics. I don't do louds and softs in the play with me. I'm just going to play the notes. But I will do the pedaling. So I'll give us 3 counts because there's only 3 beats in a measure. 1, ready, go. And let's try it together slowly. 1, ready, go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. Tie. 2, 3. Off.